For most CEOs, the idea of building a personal brand sits quietly in the back of their minds. They see the success of folks like Adam Robinson and think, why not me? But committing to this path means saying no to other alternatives, and without a clear way to measure the upside, it's often pushed aside. I've broken down 7 crucial reasons why founder brand is the smart move. I believe this is the single most valuable investment a company can make in 2025. And every insight here comes directly from working with CEOs already building their personal brand or considering making the move. The term personal brand became widely popular thanks to Dave Gerhardt's book of the same name. In it, he laid out why a founder's personal visibility is the key driver of growth, especially in early stage companies. I define personal brand, which I also called CEO personal branding, as the deliberate effort to position the founder as a thought leader and influential voice through consistent content creation. It's about making the founder's voice a consistent, credible presence that shapes how people see the company and communicates with it. First reason for personal brand is AI and the current times. We are entering a post-click era. With Google rolling out AI overviews and the new AI mode, brands can no longer rely on blog posts and SEO to drive traffic. SparkToro's 2024 study shows that nearly 60% of searches now end without a click. So instead, the real engagement is shifting to platforms where content is consumed directly, especially video. The investment of AI into content creation has 2 impacts here. On the side of creators, it pulls down the prior barriers. So you just drop a prompt and out comes a video. Like this one. Wait, am I AI? You'll never know. But the counter reaction is even more interesting in my view. On the audience side, they're more eager to filter out the junk that is created by AI, and they're looking for more ways of getting close to real authorities as possible. The next reason to invest in founder brand is one I touched on a previous video. The fast feedback loop that happens when you have the founder posting video or text directly into LinkedIn. The faster feedback loop makes a difference, especially when you consider how long it takes to produce a full blog post or high-quality video. I know this firsthand. Back in the days when I was marketing an AI product, I used to write posts and carousels every day. And the ones that got the most resonance and attention often were turned into blog posts, into white papers, videos, even online tools. The fast path from idea to published post made it really easy to find out what actually resonated with my audience. So bear in mind that means you have to go into each project with the thought of building a holistic process that would allow this feedback loop received from the founder's social content to impact the content pipeline across the company, initiating videos, white papers, webinars, and so on. So being able to react fast is especially important nowadays when technology keeps changing at a sometimes hard to follow pace. The next reason doesn't apply to every business, but for many, it's a real factor. Oftentimes, the audience filters out ads. So don't get me wrong, if you're selling perfume, jeans, a mobile online game, ads might still be the best bet. But for some products, that's not the game. So here's another reason for founder brand. Credibility matters, and the CEO usually has the most. In most startups, the CEO knows the product best. And often, this is the person who is the strongest salesperson and is on every sales meeting. This is certainly true for early stage startups, where the CEO is the person doing the presentation, trying to secure investments, and being out there. It's hard to measure the importance of credibility, especially since its impact changes according to the business model. If you're the CEO of a B2B product, credibility is usually even more important. So let's take a situation. If 2 people create the same valuable content, one is the CEO of HubSpot, the other is a presenter at HubSpot. Who do you think will get the DMs from the potential clients? Considering each deal is worth tens of thousands of dollars a year, this makes a difference. The insight here is that credibility doesn't just matter at the top of the funnel, getting the views, getting the likes. It influences every stage of the funnel. And here, the CEO role goes a long way. The next reason to invest in founder brand is also falsifiable. The founder can do it. In many startups, the team knows whether the founder can pull off a thought leadership move or not. The founder is the one giving speeches, motivating the staff. Why not scale that rare ability to inspire through social media? So here's another test. Ask yourself or your CEO, do they have the charisma, the leadership, and so on, all the qualities to make it as a thought leader? Next reason is more like objection handling. The top reasons I hear from CEOs holding them back from creating content is time or lack of it. Founders are always busy. And I can't argue with time constraints, but I think there are two considerations to be made. The first is that if done right, building a complete and frequent content cadence can take only 3 hours a week from the CEO. That's how it works with my clients. I can go into details here, but it's a long video anyway. If you want to hear how I make it work, even if you want to do it on your own, please comment below and I'll send you some info. Second, it's time worth spending. Look at this video. I've spent time researching and thinking about founder brand, and I hope this content resonates with you. But that's not the only reason I'm making it. It also serves my business. I need to be very clear about how I answer this question, since this is the service I offer, and making this content is a great way to solidify it in my head. The same is true for the topics chosen by the CEO, which will serve not only the audience, but sales meetings, team speeches, and so on. The next point especially applies to the early stage startups. In the beginning, the earned network of the founder is what the company has to work with. The founder has made connections, attended accelerators and conferences. Now's the time to put that to work and turn it into a real following. There are a few other important reasons to consider personal branding for founders and CEOs, like the ability of the founder to act as a hiring magnet for top talent. That's important. And the ability of the founder content to inform the rest of the team of ongoing priorities and perspectives. But I think these first 7 reasons are enough to shine a light on what founder brand is really about. So here's where we stand. You've got 2 options. Keep overthinking it, considering it, or just start building it. Thanks a lot and have a great work week.